Hey there, this is Richard Nikoley, freetheanimal.com, coming to you high above Pattaya Bay, down below me. Today it's got to be about 40 degrees, which is like in the 100-ish, close to 100 range. I'm in the sun, I'm not in shade. That's so I could give you the view. And the humidity has got to be as high as it can get. There is no evaporation. There's no wind. So on a misery index of, 0 to 10, we're at 11. So I'm going to make this short, So it's really, I put up a blog post yesterday, my Sunday Scribbles. And for once, it's the eighth one in the series, and this one is predominantly for paying members. That's the way it goes. More and more content for paying, less and less content for free. If you don't like that, don't care. So the first one is the first section is the freebie preview. It's about AI, and basically that is the stuff coming down the line is amazing. Actually, everything I talk about in that is already here. It's just hard to do right now because you have to do all the plug-in, you have to do all the connecting and stuff yourself, right? So there is a tech hurdle to get there. I could probably do it, but it's not what I'm talking about in that post. What I'm talking about in that post is eventually you'll be able to have and the intelligence with ChatGPT 4, probably even 3.5 is sufficient, but 4 is certainly sufficient. I was asking it like financial planning questions. You don't need a financial planner. Present value of any fucking thing, payment stream, just ask it the way, give you the formula and work it out. Just give it, it's amazing. It's amazing. Financial planners, you're toast. Anybody who pays you is an idiot from here forward, really. Stock pickers, all that stuff. You just ask it some questions, plain language questions, and pretty soon it's gonna be voice. And I don't mean like moron Siri or Alexa or any of those. I'm talking about, you can talk to it like you're talking to your drinking buddy, and it'll understand you, and it'll talk back. And I've heard demos of that. It talks back in natural voice too. So it'll be like carrying on a conversation. So envision this. You have, you get up in the morning, you go, hey John or Sally, whatever you want to name it, right? Let's talk about some things. I want to do this and this and this, and what I envision is this and this. I want to do a series of websites. I have like 10 product ideas, right? Info products. So we're going to, would you help me develop these info products? They're like short ebooks, And so I need to put up 10 websites to sell them, and do all this thing, and do the ads on social media, and blah 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 blah, and in minutes you've got 10 websites, and you've got ads running on everything, literally, right? 24/7, 365. Fuck weekends and fuck holidays, right? And guess what? What's it going to cost you to do that? Less than most people's monthly Starbucks bill. And here's the other thing, that over time it's going to cost less and less. It's going to dive to zero. Everybody's going to be using it. There's going to be public AI. Literally, you'll be able to have your own idea and sit there and talk to it and have it done, right? Have it done for you by now. And so it's not just one AI. So you have the one AI you use, but it knows how to talk to millions of other AIs all around the world that do different things. And they plug, if there's no software to communicate or to do the thing, they'll write it. They can write software too. It's the whole new world. Okay, so the other thing is that, so the rest of the post is, there was a kerfuffle with Elon Musk and Substack. That's pretty good. I got into that. It's a pretty long section. And what happened was that when I got wind of it and started seeing it, it hit my rule number 1. If everybody's saying the same thing, then everybody's wrong. Rule number 2 is that if half the people are saying one thing and the other half are saying exactly the opposite thing, they're both wrong. Rule number 3 is there's no exceptions, right? Now it's contextual, you know. Yeah, if I jump off of this, I'll die, right? So there are certain laws of, you know, laws of physics, you know, those still apply. Everybody can agree on that, right? But if you're talking in the political social sphere, right? So that's worth checking out. And what happened is I went to all these, I mean, these are big Substack authors with thousands of readers, and there's these growing comment threads. And I did, I don't know, about that long of a comment explaining the issues, because nobody, I scanned hundreds of comments, not one person understood the fucking issue. Why Elon was doing what he was doing. And I posted it, explained it, and guess what? Everybody shut the fuck up. Everybody shut their stupid fucking mouths. Go figure. All right, so that's one thing. The next thing is I broke up with the girl and her girls. I sent them home the other night after about a week of trying. And I explain all that. I don't really want to talk much about it. I told what needed to be said in the post, and nobody did anything wrong. It wasn't acrimonious and everything. I just came to realize, for a variety of objective reasons, that I was not getting out what I need to get out of the deal. Not even close. Not even close. And so the second part of that is I'm going to actually start doing what I originally came out here for in 2020 before I got rudely interrupted by all the fucking morons all over the world and their COVIDiocy, which cost me over $200,000 in lost income from my rentals. So fuck the world on that score. Fucking idiots. And so I'm gonna do the nomadic thing. But so the silver lining of that is I have the Maidisa here. I have a great place that's $200 a month, and I have my motorcycle. So I've got my home base. I'm probably my first trip maybe to Philippines, which it'll be like my, I don't know, 50th trip there, but first time since 1989. So you think I know Thailand, I know Philippines. And the girls, yeah. And so I think I'm gonna do that for a few weeks. Then I'm gonna come back and hit Vietnam, Saigon, Da Nang, probably, and then go overland through Cambodia to get back to Thailand. That's the idea. All right, hit Phnom Penh, and there's some other places in Cambodia, and then maybe do Laos and Myanmar another time, and Malaysia, you know, a different trip. That's that. Okay, the final section of the deal was Robert F. Kennedy is doing a bid for president. I'm happy as shit for that. I mean, he really proved his worth during COVID, and I learned a lot about his family legacy that I didn't know before, and appreciation that I never had. And you know, conservative Republicans, you've heard them say, "Oh man, JFK would be a conservative nowadays, right? Or he's rolling in his grave," you know, that kind of thing. Well, time to put your money where your mouth is. You know what? I'm first time in my life. I mean, supposing RFK Jr. gets the Democrat nomination, which I think would be his toughest road. I think it'd be harder for him to get the Democrat nomination than it will be to win the general. And I think if he gets that, and if Trump gets through his stuff, I think he's a serious challenge to Trump, and it puts me, for the first time in my life, in the undecided category. I've always thought that was bullshit. How can you be undecided? Now I understand. Okay, so that's the post. Go check it out. I'll put the link in. I was just thinking about another one. Really, I'm thinking, so here's the thesis. Have phones, and like here, I'm up here in the top, and Thailand's a relatively, fairly, you know, not poor, but, you know, it's got a growing middle class, but poor people have phones. Poor people have phones all over the world. What effect does that have? Has that destroyed society, or is there another way to look at it? So I'm going to go blog about that, but I also have one coming about how every government on earth needs censorship. The whole premise of the United States, like freedom of speech, is bullshit. If you have a government, you have to have censorship. Absolutely. The reason it's a problem in the US now is because before it was easy to censor without really censoring, right? And you can't anymore. And now it's running up against like, but you have to censor. If the US government cannot censor information, the US government ceases to exist. Think about that. That's it.